SelfHealer, we are going to be talking about how to meditate. Last time we spoke, we talked about why you might want to meditate, how it brings you into the present moment, and how it reminds you who you are. And today I just want to show you the basics of how and what that how looks like for me. So it's very simple and it doesn't require really anything much. The first thing that I use is a phone. This phone, it'll play my music and it can also be my timer. So usually I'll go about 15 to 20 minutes. I'll pull the music that I want to use up on my phone, and I'll also set a count back timer so that I don't have to think about how much time I have left. I like to keep my eyes closed the entire time so I'm not like peeking to see like, am I almost done? 7 minutes, 3 minutes. Sometimes you feel like that. But if you have set your timer, you know, okay, 20 minutes is coming. It's almost here. And your phone's going to let you know you're not going to be late. You're going to be able to go on to your next activity in good time. So the phone or any device that can keep track of time. And then also your music, I would definitely say that those are like the number one thing that help to create ambiance during the practice. The next thing that I like to use is a block. This helps for postural purposes. You want your spine to be elongated and your posture to be all proper while you're sitting. For the meditation, you will probably be sitting down cross-legged for 15 to 20 minutes. This used to not be a thing, and then you turn 30, girl, and things change. So you want to be as comfortable as possible and make sure that your alignment is good. And usually the block or a folded up blanket underneath your tush is good. It makes everything align just a little bit better because your thighs, your hips get to do a little bit of a forward tilt, and it kind of makes it for a more stable posture while you meditate. Totally optional, don't need it at all. Can also sit in a chair if you want to sit in a chair and that's more comfortable for you. You can even lay down if you wanted to, but you might fall asleep. So I recommend sitting in a chair or sitting in cross-legged position, or in yogi terms, full lotus, while you get your meditation on. And the last thing, I am really into scents. So I would use a candle or incense. I prefer all natural incense, sometimes the non-natural incense, even though it'll smell so good. Because it might be made with certain chemicals, synthetics, might give me a headache. So I do prefer to use natural incense, and I will also use these sticks, these Palo Santo sticks. Palo Santo sticks, just discovered them since I've been in Toronto. I don't know if they've ever been burned around me before, but they smell so good, okay? They come from South America. The name Palo Santo literally means holy wood. They are in the same family as incense, myrrh, and copal. And I don't know why God made this wood smell this good upon burning it. It smells like magic. It smells so good, and it's very grounding, and it is very cleansing, but it is not as like, it's not, I don't want to say not as powerful, but you know how like if somebody just really got on your nerves, or like somebody that shouldn't have been up in your house came in your house and you just want to like sage it down, you know? Like this is like, the sage is more intense, whereas this can be used as a daily because it's just more gentle. It just smells so good. So this is my go-to of choice. Usually I use a candle to light it because sometimes it can take it a little while to kind of catch. But then once it does, you're good. And just like incense, sometimes you want to kind of like fan it just to kind of like keep it going and make sure that it's off to a good start. And then after a moment or two, you can leave it. And while you meditate, you're surrounded and sort of submerged in this sound vortex that you're creating with your soundtrack. But then on your inhales, you get kind of another layer of your vortex when you're able to just take in something that smells so sweet. So yeah, that's why I like to use these Palo Santo sticks. Smell so good. Okay. So you have your music, you have your scent, and first thing you want to do is you want to come to your mat or come to your quiet space that you created, and you just want to take a couple of deep breaths and really kind of ground and connect your own self. And I usually do that by taking an inhale, hold it, release. Inhale, maybe 3 counts. Hold it. Release. One more feels good. Inhale. Release. Okay, so now you're here and you've begun the process. And the next thing that I like to do is always show gratitude. This is something my father taught me. So I take a moment and I just thank God. I thank God just for blessing me, for always being by my side. I thank God for my family, for my girls, for my beautiful husband. I thank God that every day is a new opportunity for me to move forward and to live out my dreams. Just thank Him for watching over me and protecting me, making sure that there's always food for me to eat, and not just food, but good food. I love to eat. I just thank Him for just the assurance that I'm good, and no matter what, my health, even if there's a couple little things cricking and cracking and aching sometimes, you know, in this body, I'm blessed, and you know, I thank God, I thank you, and I acknowledge that, and then that sort of opens the exchange that I'm able to have from my heart with the universe, from my vessel, my being with the universe. Just showing that gratitude, it opens me, it makes me vulnerable, ready for the exchange. And then from there, I usually use Om as my chant. So I'm going to just turn the music up a little bit and just go through a couple of rounds of Oming so that you can see what that looks like. So this should be good. relaxed, really at peace, ready to focus, ready to plan, ready to do whatever you have to do. You ain't mad. You had to wake up. I know. So, yeah, once again, I do hope that this was helpful. You do not need much. You only really need your music, yourself, and a quiet place. Going forward, I will introduce some mantras. Mantras can be inspirational or can bring about focus. Also, just different tracks that you might want to use, once again, to help energize or relax. And for today, that is it. I do hope that you will use one of these tracks and try it out. Maybe you've been meditating and it just hasn't been working, or maybe you've never meditated before, but I've always wanted to. But trying this for maybe 1 week, even 3 days will bring about